where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor sideline, their head coach. These guys, they haven't quite figured things out yet, just 2-5 on the year. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Elijah Cansey in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 4. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
27-yard line.
This is Swift on the counter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
You got to QB spy every QB now SMH.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Penix. And caught by London. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard.
The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortune. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. A play. Now Penix. And that'll complete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Welcome.
And that is incomplete. Credit Jaquan Brisker.
Thanks.
Knocked it free.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On play action, here's Williams. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back in the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And it is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
22 yards. First down, Chicago.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. What is up?
Swift going to try up the middle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 3. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs. Raise it up!
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
I'm starting to notice whenever I got somebody wide open is the only time the game gives me red timing.
Robinson with another carry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That first good for 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's second and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first and 10, it's Algier. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds.
Your O-line gets on my nerves. They can't block long enough for you to hit the open receiver.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. To throw, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job.
It's not my O-line. The game functions poorly.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Williams. This is caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure.
On top of that, whenever I'm on defense, the CPU catches every ball.
Swift is into the end zone for Bears touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So to sum it up, the game is just awful.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
That's why I stay offline. I can only imagine the BS that happens online.
The second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We are into Week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it.
I like Madden 25 more. This game blows.
Now, down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Patriots in the AFC East. And this is Drake May. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Pats are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is the tight end, Tyler Warren. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 56 yards, touchdown. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Maybe the NFL's ultimate weapon, Lamar
I
Jackson.
seen you played Madden 25 a lot more throughout the weeks.
So he takes off, and he takes off to the painted grass. Touchdown. 20 yards on the scramble. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. They'll throw with Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Algier going straight ahead. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter, here's Algier. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, roll.
To the air, Penix. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Let's go. 19,
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Algier. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Dances by him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. We'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
At the Bears' 25-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Penix from the gun. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
To throw again is Penix. And caught by London. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And looking to throw, Penix. Completes a Mooney on the slant. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 76 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Looking to throw, Penix. Looking for London on the outright complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, smash Bronco. Smash 19.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. football is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Coup now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunzo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. James Pierce showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any of right now, he's having his troubles.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see the franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now Penix. Pass complete to Robinson.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
No gain on the play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Down the right sideline. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Coup for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now the Bears down by 7, 44 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score. They needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel.
I'm about to be done using linebackers now.
Tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
I got to use the safeties.
Quick hit. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a teeth, and they're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. His first
CPU always looking for the easy way out.
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They
I know. That shit bores me. GG Atlanta. Fuck Chicago.
So for the Bears, the loss would have